Oh, welcome to Sonia's podcast. So, a young lady said, "Hi, Sonia." Her name is Emily. She says, "Hi, Sonia. You did DID, but as I was listening to your podcast, you didn't explain. You said you was gonna explain what it was, but you didn't explain what it was." Okay, Emily. So, DID is a dissociation disorder. Dissociation identity disorder. So let's go into what that means. Dissociation is a disconnection from one or more of the following: your thoughts, memories, surrounding actions, or your identity. It is the experiences of feeling detached from reality or the people around you, your body, and your overall environment. And whether or not you realize it, odds are you experiencing dissociate before and after all. Simply daydreaming to the point of losing touch with what's going on around you. You can count as a mild form of dissociation. Think of it this way. If you ever driven a familiar sketch or road only to realize that you don't remember the last several miles, you'll experience dissociation. Now, that being said, when dissociation is more severe or chronic, it typically is a way for people, especially those who have endured very traumatic experience, assault, abuse, and accident, to protect themselves from situations that are perceived as threatening. Dissociation usually occurs as a way of managing trauma or stress that is so high the individual cannot otherwise cope. So it becomes generally like you're unconscious and you go into being these people that actually protects you. You know, they come and protect you. For instance, let's say you had trauma or as a kid, like real bad trauma, say sexual trauma, physical trauma, mental trauma, emotional trauma. So you build these altars that comes into you and they actually help you with certain situations. So if you're in a situation and it triggers you to protect yourself, you're in this, for instance, if you're in a situation and something happens to trigger the same incident that happened to you years ago, one of your altars will come in and protect you. Now, according to the doctors, even though we may believe it's protecting us, according to the doctors, it's only an illusion of protecting oneself. And in detaching and disconnecting from one's thoughts, feelings, memories, and self. And this offers a sense of relief, protection, and separation from the previous dangers of reality. That's what the doctors are saying. That's what the psychotherapists in Los Angeles, Brooks, are saying. Now, dissociation can range in severity of more mild from being what happens when you daydream, get lost in a book. It often occurs as a symptom related to specific mental health disorders, including depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety, PTSD, and more. Now, when dissociation becomes chronic, it's like amnesia. So it's depersonalization, derealization, disorder, maybe, so it's all of those things. Now, dissociation can last from minutes to weeks, depending on which altar come in you. And you have some altars that come and they actually just stay for like a few minutes and then they leave. Then you have some altars who actually come and actually take over for weeks. So it's like, how can I put it? It's like a surreal thing. It's like you're wondering, you're thinking to yourself, like, did this just happen? Or is, I think it happened. But the thing is, I'm going to put it to you simple. When you feel yourself basically disassociating, sometimes you get really, really tired. And you just feel so drained. And when you wind up speaking to someone, if the person has been around you long enough, they actually know if it's you. If it's you, like if that's, are you the person? Like, they know if it's you or if you have changed to one of your alters. It's not for everybody, because some people may say, you feel outside of your body. I can't say you feel outside of your body. I just can say you feel outside of your mind. Like how I'm putting this, like you're outside of your thoughts, like you're outside of who you are. You do get emotional. So you get emotionally detached. Like you don't have no feelings. It becomes like you feel nothing, no pain, no nothing. Another way you could tell you disassociating, you start hearing your other alters talking to you. Like you start hearing them saying, like, let's for instance, someone says something to you and it kind of offends you. Because with alters, you have like real strong personality alters and you have real sensitive alters. So the sensitive alter may feel hurt and really bad at the time, to where the strong alter will come in and say, don't let them talk to you like that. And then they will take over. So when the strong alter come in and takes over, it becomes more aggressive, more mean, more, just mean and aggressive. Then you have the one who's like stronger than all of them, to where that one becomes more dangerous. So it depends on what is happening to you in your life. I'm telling you, Emily, from experience. I'm not telling you. I know what the doctors are saying and stuff like that. But like I said, everybody disassociate in their own ways. You can have, and most of the time, it is from being depressed, having real bad anxiety, PTSD. It is from all of these things. Yes, you space out, different looks come to your face. Sometimes you forget what you were saying for that minute, because you have to think like, was I saying this or one of your alters was saying it? So it kind of make you stop, and you might be on this long pause until you remember what you're actually saying. You have real bad mood swings, very bad mood swings. Now, for people who use substance abuse and they also have this DID, they are more prone to don't think nothing is wrong. They're more prone to be like, it's just something that is a regular for them. Because with the alcohol and drugs, they don't just detach, period. So when they going in and out, they're not realizing it because they already detached, because the substance already done made them detach. Let me tell you how you're going to deal with it if you do have it. It's going to take years of counseling to actually deal with it. So after years of counseling, it's never going to go away. I'm here to tell you it's never going to go away. You're just going to have to know when you're around people, they're going to see it in you. And if they are true to you and believe in you, they're going to bring it to your attention and say, well, you was not yourself today, or you sound different when you were talking to me. This is how you're going to know that you're dissociating. This is how you're going to know that at this moment you need to relax, take a deep breath, and clear your mind. like totally clear your mind to where you're not thinking of anything. And then as you clear your mind, you basically go back to yourself. Now, I'm not going to say that works for everybody, but that works for me. Drawing works for some people. Walking on the beach. Like, y'all always hear me say, I love the beach. I love the beach because the sounds of the waves in the water. Certain colors, pictures. Like I said, surround yourself with friends and family and a good therapist. A therapist who truly understands you, who's going to listen to you. See, if you surround yourself with people that will call you out on it, you will basically know how to handle it. Instead of people who sits there and just look at you, strange and act like you're some kind of disease that they need to get away from. You don't want to surround yourself with those type of people. You want to surround yourself with the people who knows when it's happening and can actually help you see it and help you work through it. Now, the doctor said you can manage isolate episodes of dissociation at home if you need to. You shouldn't take it lightly. So let's say if you had a suicide thought, one of your alters may talk you out of it, and the rest of your alters may agree with it because they tired of being in and out. So if you have suicide thoughts, you should immediately, seek help. Go to the crisis clinic, call your psychiatrist or your therapist, someone that can help you. So, a lot of times with family, when friends first see you disassociating, they get scared because they don't know if you're going to harm them or yourself or, anyone that's around you. So they try to tell you everything's okay, it's going to be all right, calm down. They try to, de-escalate the situation. Like, this was my mother tactic for years. Oh, tell me about your day. Come on, tell me about your day. How was it? Like, she tries to make you feel comfortable. Like, try to change the whole... For years, she has been doing that. Do not... I know the doctors say, oh, you should touch, be gentle, and do not touch no one. Because at that moment, do not touch no one. Because you don't know which altar they are in. So you don't want to touch them. Music always works. To be honest, music always works. Music actually soothes you. Talking calm that works. You just gotta make people feel like they're safe, that everything is okay. So yes, Emily, that's disassociation. That's DID. I'm sorry. I apologize that I didn't quite explain it in my last podcast. So yeah, I'm explaining it now. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my podcast. Please give it a 5-star review on here, Spotify speakers, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Please share. Please follow my son Sounds at Instagram. Listen to his album on Apple, Spotify. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got lost the train of thought. I always tell y'all, at a minute, I lose train of thought as I'm speaking on certain situations. Please listen to King's Flex album on SoundCloud. Please follow the Young Lady TJTULCAIN. Her book is called Black Girl in Orange. Please go to my website, http://podcasters.wordpress.com. Use promo code Sonia. www.podcasters.com. See, I'm totally losing train of thought. There's no promo code for my website. That's my website. www.avilo. Use promo code Sonia. Instacart 156. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, you could buy me a coffee. Thank you and have a blessed night.